Hi everyone, this is Morgan, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the basic features of Collaborate Ultra. So I'm currently logged in as a test student, so this is hopefully at least somewhat close to what you'll be seeing on your end. Right now, I'm in a Canvas course page, and you should see that Collaborate Ultra, I keep missaying that, Collaborate Ultra is near the bottom of the left panel. Here you can see that there is always just a course room that you can open. It should always be available. So before we enter the course room, which is what you'll normally do, I wanted to linger here and just talk about other things that you could do within this window. So if you hover over this icon, you can click and drop down the menu. So we're on sessions by default. I'm going to click on recording so you can see that there are already a few sessions that you could review. So if I play one of those, and this is just for my art photo class, but you could see it normally takes a minute to load. This is going to be some double Morgan activity in a minute. This is what playing a recorded session will be like. And before I just make you listen to doubles of my own voice, that's just, again, how you'll find sessions and where you'll find sessions. Typically, a session, after it's done recording, normally appears in this session or this area within a half hour to an hour and a half, depending on the length of the recording. I'll go to the menu and switch back and go to sessions and then enter a course room. And you can dial in anonymously from a phone, but it's, I think, easier to use Collaborate Ultra on a computer and just by joining the course room. This gives you more features, more access. It's just generally advised. So a few things to note here. By default, your mic and video will be off. I'll turn on my audio and my video. And it gives you a preview, and you can see where I am. It gives you a preview of what your video will look like when you share it. So I'll click on share that now, and it'll take a minute. I just appear in the bottom corner here. It's not like you by default fill the screen. Also, before we move on, you can raise your hand here to kind of virtually raise your hand, ask an instructor to clarify a point, or just ask a question. You also have a session menu in the top left. I dropped that down here, and you can see you can use your phone for audio, but mainly the session menu is to report issues or to learn a little bit more about Collaborate Ultra. So you can review those resources again in the session menu. Over here in the right side panel is your Collaborate panel. By default, the chat is the first thing that will be open. So you can ask questions here or just make a comment here. You can also click and see other attendees. Right now, it's just me, test student. Another thing that you will be able to do here is share content. Right now, I, as a test student, don't see much here. Your instructor can mark you as a presenter, and that allows you to share specific material. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. But just remember, by default, you do need your instructor to give you permission to share your screen, present to the entire class. So we'll talk more about those features in a minute. Hi everyone. So now I've logged out of being a test student and I'm just back to instructor mode. I did this so I could show you features here. So this icon, you click if you want to share content. And this will be harder to do just as a default participant on Collaborate Ultra. I can invite you to be the presenter for a minute. So once I do that, you'll have a few options. One is you can share files. And I'll walk through that. This could come in really handy, especially for peer critiques, for full-on critiques. So if I click on add files, I can then navigate to a specific file that I'd like to share. So since I'm using my art photo class as the demo class, I'm just navigating to a PDF that I generated for Valentine's Day that's just full of photographic collaborators who are also romantic partners because I'm a nerd. So now that it's uploaded, I will click Share Now. And I'll start by selecting the first slide to share. I can walk through. So this allows you, with a PDF anyway, to share multiple images pretty easily. To stop sharing an application, you just hit this stop button. And now I'll go back and show you some other features that you can share. I can share an application or screen. So I can just share my entire screen. That's a little scary. I'll show you what that looks like. You create kind of an infinity verse, just retreating into everything. So here, instead of sharing my entire screen, I'm going to select Application Window, and I have a PowerPoint slide open. I'll click on that and share. So while PowerPoint automatically just opens, if I switch back over to my Collaborate Ultra window, you can see I can easily scroll through this. I can just present a slideshow, basically. I can also share a blank whiteboard and just write stuff. I could also draw, do other features here, but those are the main functions that you'll want to use for our classes. So that's all I have for you. It's a quick intro to Collaborate Ultra. Please shoot any other questions my way. Good luck, everyone.